To create a simple HTTP server in Java, you don't need any external libraries. All you have to do is to import HTTP server class from SunNet HTTP server package that is included in Java standard library, in Java development kit in other words. So once you have this, let's create the instance of the server. First parameter is the init socket address object that binds IP with the number of the port that you define here. Second parameter is so-called backlog number that defines how many pending connections the server can queue when it's busy processing other requests. Default value is 0 and in this case it uses system default, it is usually 50. What happens when your queue is full? If you have backlog, for example, equals 10 and 15 clients try to connect simultaneously, first client gets processed immediately, next 10 clients wait in queue, and last 4 clients get connection refused error. Alrighty, once we created the HTTP server object, now let's define a main entry point, a context path on which we will handle requests. In this case, it will be a root path URL and a custom class handler that implements HTTP handler interface. This class we will implement later. Next thing to do before running server is to define executor. By passing null value, we set a default one, which is a recommended option. This default executor uses a shared thread pool to handle incoming requests. Multiple requests can be processed concurrently at the same time. You can also pass executors new single thread executor to handle requests one at a time, or specify your own custom maximum number of threads. After this, just invoke start method on our server object. To handle requests, we create a static class that implements HTTP handler. All you have to do here is to override handle method that takes HTTP exchange object as a parameter. This object has all the information about the upcoming request. You can read the method type by invoking getRequest method and getRequestBody as an input stream. In our case, we will simply return text as a response. For this, we have to set response code and the length of response. Because we pass it in a response body, we have to output stream. Write response as an encoded byte array format and close the stream later on. And there you go! You just created the fully functional simple HTTP server. Follow for more videos like this one.